Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel and Bella, and today I'm going to be continuing on with my Warhammer 40k Conquest collection. I'm going to be showing you what comes in issue 19, 20 and 21. Okay, issue 19 is a group of extremely rare and powerful figures. Okay, the main one is Lord Felthus. Yeah, haha. Blight Lord, Terminators, and Teleport into Battle. Okay, so the whole of issue 19 is devoted to Lord Felthus and his acolytes. So you've got the Death Guard, Lords of Contagion. What do they do? That's all about him. And then you've got Death Guard, Lord Felthus. Then you've got the Death Guard, Blight Lord, Terminus that always go with Lord Felthus wherever he goes. Lord Felthus and the Tainted Cohort, how to put them together. We can just get hold of that. They are unique and they are massive figures. And then there's how to paint them. So this is Lord Felthus, and you've got 1, 2, 3 Blight Lord Terminator that go with him to spread the contagion wherever they go. Then we've got stuff about teleporting, Victory is Night, Special Deployment, and then we've got stuff that is going to go on from issue 21 onwards. Also, with issue 19, we also got this. Just spin it around. Here we go. In the play section. So we've got a Space Marines database, 1 Intercessors, Reavers, Lieutenant, Librarian, Aggressor Squad, Hellblaster Squad, Interceptor Squad, 3. Then for Plague Marines, we've got Plague Marines, Poxwalkers, Biologist Purifier, Foul Blight Spawn, Nymphic Blight Hauler, Lord of Contagion, which is Lord Felthus, and the Blight Lord Terminus. So that's there, and that is in Death Guard 4 in the database, just so you know. So we can close that up successfully, or we can attempt to anyway. And that's the new playmat from issue 21 onwards. Okay, so we've looked at issue 19. We're fairly confident with what's going on there. Now, I'm going to show you the figures. Okay, so far in the collection, you have got these 2 special figures for the Plague Marines so far, for the Death Guard Plague Marines. So one of these is the Biologist Purifier, and the other one is something or other that sprays acid anywhere. Sorry for the lack of detail, I know I've just read them out. These are 2 that I've actually finished. I'm quite liking how they've turned out. So they look pretty cool if you ask me. See, I've painted all his little bottles there, like this green, putrid green. I love that green colour. Works so well. I've done a little bit of gold, but not too much, because you don't want to overwhelm. And I think he's turned out really well, and I really like him. And his eyes are red, just so you know. And then there's this guy and his little purple dude down at the bottom. Little purple dude's there at the bottom. And there he is. And he's actually got quite a lot of white skulls on him, because I think it makes him extra creepy. And he's got quite a lot of metallic gold on him. And then I used a shade. And he also has red eyes. But look at his face. Doesn't he look horrific? These guys are the complete merge of the mechanical with the organic biological. Okay, so these are special characters. They are nothing compared to Lord Felthus. Okay, so let's get Lord Felthus up here. He is huge. This is him. Unfortunately, at the moment, he's looking a bit like a wood sprite. I apologise for that, but he is massive in comparison. So there's the details. This is as far as I've got painting him so far. But if you see, these are supposed to be the regular characters. You know, Lord Felthus is something else. He's massive. He really is a set piece. So if we just put those 2 over there for the moment, and then get the 3 Terminators. I apologise that one looks like that I've just spewed over it in pink, but it will look awesome when finished. So as you can see, even with the Terminators, they dwarf the two characters that you've already got, as you can see. So they're finished. I'm just going to put them over there. So these are the Lord Terminus. They come with like a little squishy dude at the front. This one's got a particularly nice gruesome axe. But look, I wasn't expecting it to have like a dragonfly on the front. So these guys are incredibly powerful. The detail on them is absolutely amazing with these figures. This one looks like I've just sicked up a load of pink on it, but it is going to look awesome when finished, I assure you. See, look at that pink slug at the front. Yeah. And then this one with his sword of gunk. It's looking really well, and he's got like a little blue dude at the front. I just wanted one to have a blue dude. And then Lord Feltus himself is there. See, he's also got Dragonfly at the front. So yeah, they were special figures and they took me quite a while to actually put together, actually. But once done, they are lovely. So that's the Tainted Cohort. And I just show you something for your own benefit of size. Okay, special characters. Yeah, normal special characters. And then you've got your regular Death Guard Plague Marine special character. So your special character is quite in proportion with those. Then you just put a Terminus and you just see the size difference. And then you put like Lord Feltus and you can see how they go up in size. Which is quite fun. Anyway, enough of that. So I'm just going to put these guys back on here. He can go over there. Those two that I've finished, can you just go there? Yeah, I've got a lot of work on those to do. Okay, next issue was issue 20, which was actually quite a boring issue, to be absolutely honest, but hey ho. So you've got stuff about Ultramarine successor chapters, and Space Marine honour badges, and Codex Astartes and stuff, and then you get another armoured container, and how to paint the container. This was supposed to be a red one, and I did actually paint mine red. And then you've got Duel of Champions, and you should have 3 containers and then a lot of green cargo things and oil barrels, basically. Duel of Champions, setting up your own battlefield, and it's starting with the new playmat there in issue 21 and choosing deployment zones. As you can see, I'm just going to move those out of the way because they go with issue 21 and we'll talk about those in a minute. As you can see here is my finished first playmat. This was the first carrier container that I did. It was blue. It looks completely battered and I'm really pleased with how it turns out. It's also open so you can fit stuff in. I then did one green and red guns, which I'm thinking about it. Maybe the guns should have been green, but hey ho. And this was my last one. So it has got a red and a slightly gold tone to it, but also the skulls I decided this time would be white. And I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. And normally I would do the barrels red and gold, like here. And then before I've done them red, gold and white. But with the containers, I always went for green and gold. But this time I chose not to do that. I chose to do a different colour scheme. I chose to do green on the barrels and then gold. And that they look particularly cool. This one is quite interesting because look how that's turned out. You really can't see the skull at all. But I'm quite pleased with that actually. Because it makes it look battered. You know. So people are like, oh, we've got to see all the details. And I'm like, well, do you really need to? Is it essential? You are in a war zone. And I decided to go with a red and white. And then to colour it over with a shade. So I think that's worked really quite well and quite nice. And I like the fact that it's a little faded there. Just a little faded. But actually it's not faded. It's the actual shade doing its job. Just to give it that a little bit of rusticness it needs, because I mean it is on a battlefield, for goodness sake. Also, Reavers, very nice. Got 3 new Reavers with issue 21, which is over here. And I've got out the Plague Marines just to see how they are. I'm not actually going to paint these guys very much anymore. I'm quite happy with how they are. I know, you've not done the gold and this, that, the other, but sometimes, you know, too much paint can ruin a figure, and I think that these are pretty much done. The only thing that I am contemplating of doing is possibly painting this guy's 2 eyes there red, and I think that will finish him off quite nicely. Does he need any more work? No, because he's looking pretty gruesome. And that goes for the other figures that I've got. Maybe I'm going to do his eyes like yellow, perhaps. I did think about doing the teeth white, but then I was like, really, do I need to? No, I'm kind of happy with how it's all worked out. So that's that. That's the container for issue 20. 21 is quite interesting. You got a sample chapter from the Black Library, The Lords of Silence by Chris Wright. So that's kind of cool. That came with it. That was an unexpected bonus. So sample chapter from the Black Library. And then you've got the core rules, which fold out ever so nicely. So you've got your movement phase, your psychic phase. So movement phase first, psychic phase second, third phase shooting. And then on the back, you've got your charge phase, which is your 4th phase, your fight phase, which is your 5th phase. And it's all in a nice summary. So you've just got the core rules in rather nice little plastic. It's plastic card, and they're really nicely presented just for quick and easy reference, because Warhammer does get quite complicated when you actually play it. Okay, issue 21 comes with 3 more Reavers. I'll just get them. I've done a little bit of painting with them so far, but here they are. So I've done their backpacks grey, and they've got the little gold armour on. I've gone with white for their faces, and this chap's got black for his hair. I might have to touch up the front because it's got a little bit silvery because the white's gone in it. But overall, they're looking quite cool. But they're still not finished. So you basically get 2 more. See, look, there they are. To go with their sergeants. The sergeant's this one, and then the other 2 are just there. So they're quite cute. Okay, and they come with issue 21. And I'm just going to put them back on here because I think you'd like to see them there, actually, on the playmat. Because everybody wants to see what a finished playmat should look like. And that, my friends, is what a playmat should look like. Though, this dude should not be falling over. So, there you go. So that's the first playmat. Next, issue 21. So we've got Fang's Attack. So this is all about the Space Wolves, which are another chapter of Space Marines. Then you've got the Hellblaster War Gear explained, the Worlds of the Imperium, Death Guard Morton explained, so what he does. And then you've got how to build Reavers, how to paint them in much more succinct fashion. And then you've got this as well. So you can add the red if you want to. I'm kind of debating if I want to put red there, and so on and so forth. And the extra details on the backpack. If you want to do that, I've painted my backpacks completely grey, just because I want to keep that a theme with my army, that they're all going to have grey backpacks. Okay, and then this is Corvon 2, which is the new playmat. Core rules. So explaining about what's inside them, etc., etc. And then defending the drop site. And then you've got some more information about the Black Library, and so on and so forth. A bit about counter-attacking. And then in issue 22, you get your new texture-based basing painting. So instead of putting rocks on them like I have done, you'll be able to just paint on the texture-based paint. And I might do that for some of them, like these figures, but I really do have a lot of this gravel that's got to be used up, so hey ho. And then you get a new medium base brush, which I'm really quite excited about, actually. So a new brush and textured paint for the base. And then in issue 23 you get to learn about the Imperium, detailed build and paint guides and exciting new missions, and you get more terrain, which is always good because you can never have enough terrain. Terrain is essential. And in issue 22, it's a great crusade, detail painting guide, and play with more terrain. So it's all building up quite nicely. Bring your games to life with battle accessories. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I know it's a little late, but I really wanted to show you my painted container and where I'd started with Lord Feltus and his Terminus. Admittedly, this one does look like he's been vomited on with pink. But don't worry, it will turn out well, I assure you. So if you've enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe, and let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Bye!